Hello, my name is Elijah and I will be making creamy lemon butter chicken with Parmesan zucchini rounds and scallion couscous. I got this recipe off of HelloFresh. First, we want to preheat our oven to 450. What you see here is all the ingredients and utensils I will be using to make our meal today. First, we have our chicken. Here we have our lemon, our scallion, and our zucchini. I am using Dash seasoning today instead of salt, for my mom has a heart condition. I'm using chicken broth, Parmesan cheese, and panko breadcrumbs, which I have found a gluten-free alternative because my mom has celiac, Israeli couscous, butter, olive oil, and of course our pans and pots. Our first order of business is to trim and thinly slice the scallions, separating the whites from the greens. Then we're going to rinse them. Along with this, we will also rinse our zucchini and our lemon. Now I will trim and slice the zucchini crosswise into 1/2 inch thick rounds. Here I am separating the white part of the scallion from the green part. Each part will be used separately in the recipe. Now I will zest and half this lemon. You can just keep the lemon by the bowl and the zest in the bowl. Now we have all of this prepared. Now moving on, I'm going to spray this pan with olive oil, and then I'm going to toss the zucchini onto the baking sheet. Now I will be using our dashed seasoning, and I will be spreading it all alongst the zucchini. Once that's done, we're going to toss these in the oven for 14 to 16 minutes on the top rack. Meanwhile, we are going to wash our chickens. And from here, we are going to pat them dry. Once again, I will be using our Dash seasoning and spreading it along the chickens. Now it's time to transition our chicken over to the pan. I recommend putting down a layer of olive oil or butter. After that's done, now we can season the backside. We put the season down first, so now we can season the other side. While the chicken cooks, heat a drizzle of olive oil in a small pot over medium-high heat. Add scallion whites and cook until softened for 1 minute. Now, add your couscous and stir until toasted for 30 seconds. I used gluten-free couscous. Now, stir in 3/4 of a cup of water. Give it a good stir. Also, make sure to flip your chickens. Now we will be adding our stock concentrate and letting the couscous cook until tender for 6 to 8 minutes. Now that everything's good and all cooking right now, you can move on and take your zucchini out of the oven. Here I'm going to sprinkle the zucchini with panko breadcrumbs. And we'll put them back in the oven for 2 to 5 minutes. It's time to take our chicken out the pan, but we're not going to be done with that pan just yet. We're going to be making our sauce with it. Also, make sure to stir your couscous and make sure it's not getting too hot. Now, time to make our sauce. We're going to start with butter. Then we'll add our lemon juice. All of this, our lemon zest to taste. The rest of our stock concentrate. And of course, sour cream, the base of many sauces. And we're going to whisk it up. Once done with that, take the zucchini out once more and put your Parmesan cheese on. After 2 to 5 minutes back in the oven, the zucchini will be done and you're ready to make your plate. You can start with your chicken, then your couscous. Add the scallion greens on the top of the couscous for a nice taste. Of course, adding the sauce to your chicken and getting your zucchini. This is my finished plate. I hope everybody enjoys this recipe. Our caloric intake for this meal is going to be 478 calories. 140 coming from chicken breast, 3 from the baked zucchini, 12 from the country crock butter original, 3 from our green onions, and 3 from our lemon. From our couscous, we get 216 of our calories. From our dash seasoning, we only get 1. For our panko breadcrumbs, gluten-free that is, we get 70. And our Parmesan, we get 20 calories. And our light sour cream only brings about 9. Finishing off, we have our chicken stock, which only cost us 1 calorie. And here, our meal covers 61% of our carb intake for the day, 13% of our fats, and 26% of our protein intake.